The final round has begun. You now have 10 minutes.
At the edge of the final platform, surrounded by silence and surveillance, Gi-hun turns to the camera. He knows they're watching, the VIPs, the frontman, the system, and he says,
"We are not horses. We are humans. And humans are..."
He takes one last look at the crying baby. Then he jumps, not to win, but to save. This is TOKTALK, and today we're unpacking a moment of profound moral clarity at the end of one of the most brutal games ever played. We're not just talking about Squid Game, we're talking about dignity, about what it means to choose compassion when survival says otherwise, about reclaiming humanity in a system designed to strip it away. In Season 1, Gi-hun places bets on horse races. Ironically, tragically, he becomes the horse in someone else's race. In the world of Squid Game, the rich treat the poor as commodities. Players are statistics, entertainment, meat with numbers. In TOK, we ask, what does it mean to dehumanize someone in the name of knowledge or power? The VIPs reduce human lives to performance data. But Gi-hun reclaims the narrative. When he says, "We are not horses," he challenges the entire knowledge framework the game relies on, that some lives are worth more than others, that desperation justifies cruelty. The game is a metaphor, a race built on inequality, run by rules no one consents to, but everyone's trapped inside. Gi-hun's line, "We are not here for your race," is not a complaint, it's a revolt. In ethics, we explore whether knowledge systems can ever be neutral. But Squid Game reminds us, systems are built, rules are designed, and behind those designs is someone choosing what matters and who doesn't. The players were never playing their own game. They were products of someone else's worldview, and Gi-hun, he chooses to break it. It would have been easy to win. One final push, one more survivor. But Gi-hun looks down and sees someone else's future in danger. A child, innocent, untouched by the system, and still salvageable. And that's when he speaks the final truth. We are not your game pieces. We are humans. This is where TOK meets empathy. Gi-hun reasserts his identity not as a player, not as a number, but as a human being, with the capacity to choose morality over strategy. In a world that said kill or be killed, he says care or be broken. It's a theory of knowledge rooted in emotion, ethics, and human dignity. Gi-hun doesn't just make a sacrifice, he delivers a moral statement. His choice isn't a lack of knowledge, it's the application of a different kind of knowledge, the knowledge of what's right. The knowledge that power doesn't define humanity, choice does. Can someone know the rules and still choose to break them? Yes, that's what ethics is. Knowing, but not complying. Understanding, but resisting. And that resistance, in the face of death, becomes the most powerful act of knowledge in the series. In the end, Gi-hun didn't outplay the game. He rejected it. Not with violence, not with strategy, but with something far more dangerous to the system: compassion. He stood at the edge of death and chose to protect life. He spoke not just to the VIPs, but to us, to remind us that being human is not a weakness. It is a refusal to be reduced to a statistic, to a bet, to a pawn. In theory of knowledge, we ask, are some types of knowledge more useful than others? Are knowers responsible for what they know? Can personal experience challenge the values of an entire system? Gi-hun's answer was yes, because in that moment, With every eye watching, every rule telling him to survive, he chose to live by something deeper. This is where it all connects. Core theme: Gi-hun's final words are a declaration of knowledge, of who he is and why he matters. This has been TOKTALK. Until next time, question the rules, break the silence, and never forget, we are not game pieces, we are humans.